Yo, what is up everybody, it's Wizard here. I'm here to remake my old video about how to get started in Wizard101 because it's kind of flawed and I don't think I did it right. It really needs to be redone. If you go watch it, there's a lot of errors in it, a lot of editing errors, a lot of not flowing properly. I want to try and make this way more clean, go over it. 2021, I might do this later in 2022 if I'm still playing then. So yeah, let's just get right into the first part then. So I'm going to be talking about first the options of how you can play the game. There are two options. You have the pay as you play option, which is where you basically pay for each zone that you go to. Some are bundle zones, so like you buy one zone, you get like 3 extra zones. Those aren't common, but they do exist. It's very expensive apparently. It adds up to like $300 at the end of it. So the other method is the membership. So you pay a monthly or a 6-month or a 12-month price. Every single month you get charged, or 6 months, you know how memberships work. It's about $10 a month. And you get everything. You get a bunch of member benefits. You get literally everything for free for so long as you have the membership. That does all go away though if you, of course, get rid of the membership, cancel the membership. If you plan on doing PvP, which is a massive part of this game, you probably will want a membership because otherwise you have to pay a crown for each ranked game, which is genuinely ridiculous. Alrighty, I'm onto the crown shop that exists up in the top left corner. Now there are loads of things you can buy in here, lots of junk and useless stuff, lots of stuff that you may need, lots of stuff that's like you might want, you know. So we're going to take a look first at packs. Now if you spent any time in this Wiz community, you know, this kind of humble being that is the Wizard101 place, your packs will come up. You'll see stuff that people have that is from packs. You'll see Wizard101 pack openings on YouTube. I even have pack openings. You'll see all kinds of things. You'll see these openings of these things called horde packs, and you'll see these things of things called lore packs. All the different ones. You even find these spelemental ones. You'll never find a pet snack pack. Do not open these packs. I'm just going to put this right way. Don't open them. Alright, there we go. Simple. So, what do packs give? The horde packs, they will give you gear, wands, and mount. Every pack gives you gear and wands and stuff like that. But the hordes give a mount. The lore packs, they don't give a mount, they give a spell. A spelemental pack gives a mount and kind of a spell. It's like a pay to win way of getting a spell. They haven't come up with too many OP spells that you're going to want to get from here, but they are craftable and they are farmable from a person called Lore Master for some of them. So don't worry about these. It's not the most pay to win thing in the world. But packs that I'm going to give you, these are your packs that you probably, if you want to open packs, you should go for. Number 1 is Professor Horde pack. I'm not doing a ranking for the rest of them. Definitely get this one. Like, if you're going to open any packs, it's this one. Any level, great gear and everything. The other one, this one's very nice to do at max level for the pet and the wand. So yeah, this one's kind of good for the wand, but not at max level. So stay away from that at max level. This also gives a mount which gives you 3% extra power pip chance, which you might want. And then the last one is the Gulch pack. These drop some gear which will be useful to you if you're a low level, but not if you're a max. And it also drops the mounts that give you 3% extra damage. Some of these seem pay to win, but it's okay. It's only 3%. If you're playing this game, you're going to realize that you're going to be walking around everywhere. How do you get one of these cool mounts? From the crown shop and from drops. I only care about jobs. Also, these bundles are all really not that worth it. You should see reviews of them first. I'm not going to review every bundle that ever existed. This video will be way too long. I'm giving you the brief. These mounts, you see all these are quite expensive, like $10 for this. Oh, look, scroll down to the bottom and hit gold. This is quite a bit. You have to farm. You can get 50,000 pretty easily. I believe in you. Search up gold farming videos. I might even link a gold farming video. There are ways to get gold easily. Do not fret. Do not worry. 50,000 gold once you're at level 80 is after like you complete an area you can sell with a gift that much gold. It's insane. Alright, don't buy any pets. I'm not even going to explain it. Just don't. Never do this. 24,000. Okay, so here's something to prove it. 50,000 gold. We saw that chestnut pony was 50,000 gold. 24,000 crowns. Jesus Christ, that's insane. Chestnut pony was only 5,000 crowns. Just see, it's what's the point? Some of these are useful. I really wouldn't buy any of these unless you're going to stitch any of them. Just ignore this area for now. You can look at them. I wouldn't buy them. Houses, gold option. Alright, now we've got to talk about the different worlds and the main PvE storyline game. I'm on a wizard that has not completed every world, but it's cool. I can still go over all of them for you. So, you will Wizard City. I'm gonna just pretend like you have bought every area or you have a membership, you know, all that stuff. So I'm not gonna go over pricing right now. You know, done. So after Wizard City, you obviously got these. There's 4 different arcs. There's 3 finished arcs, and there's a 4th arc with 1 world so far, which came out last November. So the first arc is Wizard City, Crocotopia, Marleybone, Mushu, and Dragonspire. This will lead you up to like level 45, 50. It all depends. Just you'll be in between the 40 and 50 range. If you're over, you probably did some extra questing or something. Who knows? So anyway, the way to know if the quest, you know, you have to do it and it's a main quest. These stars, they mean main quest. These are all side quests. You don't need to do these. Those 4 worlds up until Dragonspire is the Malastare arc. You'll be fighting Malastare and you'll finish him in Dragonspire. And then the second arc which you get after Dragonspire is Celestia, Zephyr, Avalon, Azteca, and Chrysalis. I don't have the other 2 on this wizard. So, yeah. That's the ones you do those. And then arc 3 is Polaris, Mirage, and Imperia. 3 worlds, so it's pretty short. But it's short but sweet, I guess. There are also side worlds. So you've got Grizzleheim as a side world. You've got Wisteria, which is a side world. And that's it. And then you've got the Arcanum later on, which isn't a side world, it's a side area. It's just a side area. It's pretty chill. There's no quests there. Well, there are, but like, ignore it for now. They're main quests that happen there. So side quests. Should you do the side quests? Honestly, especially if it's your first time, if you want to do side worlds, side quests, it's up to you. You can go see what kind of side quests there are. There's Crab Alley and Colossus Boulevard, and some other random places you might be interested in. So just search up and see if you want to do those. But I would do Wisteria, and you definitely need to do Grizzleheim, because Grizzleheim then unlocks this place called Wintertusk, which is in Grizzleheim, which you can then get a bucket load of XP and you get some extra spells. Now, if this seems like a lot, and you're like, how do I know if I need to do this? You will get tutorial tips on your right, and they'll call you. Wisteria, I'm pretty sure, is level 25. So, if you don't remember it, go to Merle Ambrose at level 25. He should have the quest for you. And then Grizzleheim is level 20 to level 40. It's done in staggers. I'll leave a link in the description to each world's final bastion. That explains the question. Alrighty, we're in our first little gear area, which is Kembalong Village. You get this at level 20. At level 25. So a person who you'll know from Crocotopia at level 25 will call you over to come do this place called Kembalong Village. This is part of the 4 dungeons. Dude, I'm not helping you. I don't want this guy to think I'm helping him. Yeah. Anyway, so you got all of that, which is a little dungeon that doesn't really give anything. But after you've done that dungeon, you can come up to this dungeon over here. And this is what some people like to farm for some gear at level 25. I personally don't, and I don't really recommend it. I recommend doing it once for the XP, and that's it, because you're very close to the level 30 dungeon, which is a big staple dungeon. The people who've played this game will know what I'm on about. I'll go see you there. We are here at an absolute staple, Mount Olympus. Oh my. Level 30, Cyrus Drake, the Myth Professor. He'll call you to come do this. Farm it. You want Zeus gear? It's perfection. Everyone knows Mount Olympus. It's just that much of just the dungeon for gear at this level. So there's not much to say. I'm just gonna whiz through most of this. I have just realised I don't even have this area unlocked. Well, that's a problem. Anyway, you'll get a quest from the main guy in Marleybone, who is right as you enter through Wolfminster Abbey. That guy, he'll give you a quest to Buckingham Palace, which is an optional dungeon you might want to do at level 40. It's the second out of the 4 dungeons, which is like the name for these 4 main dungeons. So you might want to go do that. I don't know. It's decent. It's not the best thing in the world. It can give you this thing, which is a very good ring for that level. For level 40, it can drop you this. Because I know this person's definitely farmed. All done at least once. So you might want to go do it. It also gives a bit of XP. Quite a fun dungeon. Looks quite nice as well. I don't really feel like going to each of the other dungeons, so I'm just going to throw up pictures now. So we've got the Winter Tusk. You'll get a quest from a guy called, I think, Blad Raveneye or Sahoma Sunblade at level 60. Go to him, get that quest and farm that all your life at level 60. Oh my gosh, is that a great dungeon. Also at level 60, you'll get called by the Balance Professor out in Crocotopia called Al Hauserad. Who really gives a really good dungeon. Really hard to farm. It's called Zigzag. I would definitely recommend if you want to go do that. You also, at level 70, there's a dungeon called Atlantia, which gives terrible gear, but it gives a nice wand from I think a secret boss that you might want to use for stitches. I thought I'd just mention it, but you also get that from Cyrus Drake. It's part of the Mount Olympus, Atlantia and stuff. It's like they're together. At level 90, you can do this dungeon called Tolerus, which is another staple level 90 dungeon. From the secret boss, you can get this thing called the Blade of the Fell Titan, which people love. Hades gear is also really, really good, so you might want to go farm that as well. But you don't actually have to do Tartarus, or you don't have to do Atlantia either. So yeah, they just exist. And at level 100, you can go do this dungeon called Darkmoor. There's multiple dungeons of this. This is a big task. This could take you like a week or more. Like this, if you don't have a full team that you're friends with all going in at this could take you quite a while. It's quite a big task. Quite a cool dungeon though. You get this, I'm pretty sure, at level 100. I don't quite remember, from Dworkin, maybe, who's like the death fill-in professor. But you'll know at level 100 when you can go do Darkmoor. And then technically, at level 100, you probably might be level 100 for the Morganthe dungeon, which is the final dungeon, which I think drops a nice amulet and Athane. That depends on your school though, so just know that. At 130, you can go do the you can go farm the catacombs for Dragoon gear. I'll leave a link on how to get Dragoon gear. There's also Corporal Tennyson in Imperia in the sewers, which some schools might want, some schools might not want. There you also, at that level, you might want to do some Crocopatra Exalted duels or rattlebones, exalted duels. You can search these up on how to get them. They're all this is all very dependent on schools. I'm just going to throw these names out. You can come back to this video anytime you want. Come back. This place will be timestamped anyway, so you can come back to it. You can find it easily, and then you can see if you know what you might need. When you're actually at max level, which is 140 at the time of recording, they're at level 138 technically. There are rings you can get in caramel. They're just dropped. It's really simple. Search up level 140 gear guides, and sort of that. They'll probably exist. Just know they exist, right? And the Dragoon gear, there is a video linked. I'm not making a whole video on Dragoon gear. Alrighty, so let's go on to the next part. Alrighty, I've come out to the pet pavilion for this. You can train these things called pets. I have one here. Here he is. He's all trained up to mega. He's got all these talents. I can't squeeze a video on pet making. I'm just going to tell you why pets are important, the best way, and the types of pets, and I'll mention pet stacks as well. So, why you want pets? They can boost your stats by an absolute chunk. Alright, so here's a pet I made, which gives me, this isn't a perfect pet at all. Alright, here's my damage, 95%. I remove this pet, I lost quite a bit of damage. You know, like, you can make, and you know, and you lose a bit of resistance as well with my pet. You can get multiple talents, different. Let me just take a look at this person. Let's see, what are they training? They seem to be training all damage pet with a mighty jewel. Or that's not a mighty. What's this person got here? They've got an epic. Yeah, they're making something like I was making. You know, there's multiple different pets that you're gonna want to make. The most common type is these all damage ones, but you can make these make-us ones and stuff. Just kind of experiment around with it. So the way to make them is usually you hatch with a kiosk. If you can find someone to hatch with, you can hatch in here. It's way cheaper. I'll leave basically just Ferric videos down below. He's just the god at pet training. I'll leave his channel down below. Like that's, yeah. And the way you're gonna train them up is using pet snacks. I don't really have any good pet snacks on this wizard, but yeah, that's gonna lead me on nicely to my next segment. So, which is gonna be how to get mega snacks from gardening. Gardening is another big feature this game has that you might want to do. What you definitely want to do if you're doing pets. So let me just quickly go home, because I know I have like 2 couch potatoes set up, but yeah, so I'll explain this all. So the way you garden is, I've got 2 here. I do want to get rid of them, but like whatever. I'm not going to go into detail on why this exists, but you can plant all of these. I'll leave a way to make a 69 plot and a way to get couch potatoes in the description, but you mostly get them from Grizzleheim and Mirage, which is really good. So you kind of you can get these spells, and you know, you keep care of your plants, you know, all of that stuff. And why would you even want to do this? They can give reagents, pet snacks, gold. They can even give these TCs, treasure cards, called Empower. I don't have any more left. I sold them all. Which sell for a lot of gold. So you might want to do that. Yeah, that's simple. That's pretty much it. Couch potatoes are really simple to make as well, to look after as well. So definitely there's that to it. So I'll leave links. Do not worry. Alrighty, I'm in one of the laggiest areas in the game, but this is the PvP arena. I'm going to call PvP here. I don't really do PvP. In fact, I think I've got, yeah, there you go, from one game. I'll leave I'll leave a link to this channel called Blake PvP, and some other random things that I could find there. So, yeah, PvP is definitely a massive part of this game, especially endgame now. because you know you do a bunch of things. Wow. Alright, but yeah. I can't really talk much about PvP because I don't really do PvP, but there we go. It exists. I would recommend getting into PvP. I definitely want to do it when I've got higher levels. Alrighty, in conclusion, I didn't touch on everything. There is so much within this game. This was meant to be just rough. I'm just scratching the surface, trying to get your understanding of the game ready to play the game. And there's so many different help out there. The game's been around for ages. Do not worry. You're gonna be alright if you hop into this game now. I can't really think about. I wanted to do a pros and cons, but seriously, the story is amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. The only thing is like maybe the pay to win elements, but it's not really. I don't find it as pay to win as other people find. I'm being serious with you. I definitely love this game. A lot. You know, it's. So I would definitely recommend trying it. If this video helped in any way, please like it and consider subscribing. I do like to post a lot more content about Wizard101. I'll see you on the next one.